Hey guys, it's Lacey, and today I'm going to share with you the things that I bought at Gen Con and the things that I wish I'd bought at Gen Con. There are also some games that I couldn't buy because they were in Kickstarter or pre-order, or I didn't get to demo them, which made me uncomfortable with buying them, or I was just overwhelmed and didn't make it back to their booth. So one of those games was World Championship Russian Roulette, where you were a team of Russian roulette players, I guess that's the word for it. And you are at the World Championships, so you are trying to keep other people from cheating and also survive the longest and get the most points. The game starts out with everybody deciding whether or not they're going to try to slip their bullet in their pocket. So you have 7 cards and one of them is a bullet. The others all say click. So you put one of your cards in your pocket, which is really just under a card, and then you go around and people can accuse each other. And if someone accuses you and your bullet is under that card, you die. They like gang up on you and beat the crap out of you and you die. If someone accuses you and you have a click under your card, then they get an extra bullet in their deck and you get a special card that can help you out later in the game. Next, you bid. So you put a dice out that says 1 through 5. 6 is a 0, so you don't really use 6. And you will say, I think I'm going to survive after pulling the trigger 3 times. And then it goes on to the round where you're all shooting. You all pull the trigger at the same time, but someone who's said, I'm going to pull the trigger 3 times, obviously stops after 3. And the people who said, I'm going to pull the trigger 5 times, stops after 5. There are also cards, like I mentioned at the beginning, that would help you out, where it says, everybody shoots in the air. So you point your gun in the air. Or everybody, I think it actually says, everybody bangs somebody. But you point your gun at someone else. And so you can get out of getting shot by playing those cards. Sometimes that means you get shot. One time I had 3 people shoot me at once with a bullet, so I was super dead. Thanks, guys. But it's a really fun game. I think it's just off of Kickstarter. They're doing pre-orders now, which is, cool. I will link to all the games in this video down there in the description box, so you guys can all go check them out yourself. Another game that was on Kickstarter, and I wish that it had been available, I was like, take my money, is called Hope. It's a really unique game. So you are trying to terraform worlds to stop the universe from shrinking. Throughout the game, tiles are actually taken away because the universe is shrinking. It's a hexagonal grid of tiles. And what makes it unique is the movement. Each hexagonal grid is cut into 3 pieces. There's red, purple, and blue, and it's like a cube. So if you're on red, you're on top, you're on that plane, and you can only go on the red. So you can go down the stairs to the reds, you can go up the stairs to the reds, you can go over across red, but you have to spend a whole turn to flip to a different color. So you want to do all you can really on movement before you flip. And it also resets your engines because you have to burn an engine for each direction that you go. So if you go down, you can't go down again until you reset your engines. But as you terraform, it stops the universe from shrinking. You try to terraform enough worlds to fill up a track before the universe shrinks too much. It's really fun. The movement was so unique that I found that extremely appealing, and I would have bought it right there if they had a copy for me to buy. It's really cool, but they didn't, so I'll link it down there. I think it's still on Kickstarter. Next game is Tesla versus Edison. I really liked the premise of this game. How you're inventors and you're working to invent electricity and get your companies going. I didn't get to demo it, however, and I learn through doing, so it's hard for me to just watch a game and understand it. So I didn't end up buying it because I wasn't sure if I would like it, but it looks really cool. I really wish I'd gotten to demo it. I just didn't get a chance. Another game I didn't get to demo, but I really wish I had, was Mansions of Madness. They just came out with the second edition. In the second edition, you use an iPad or, you know, a tablet of some sort, or probably you could do it on a smartphone, but I think the screen would be a little small. And it plays the story out for you. Mansions of Madness is kind of like a betrayal, where like you lay out rooms as you move through, like you're exploring a mansion. It is set in like the Lovecraft universe, so like Arkham Horror, Eldritch Horror, you know, all those. I love those games, so that's really appealing to me. But it's really appealing because it's a new way to explore a universe that I'm already in love with. Next is Cthulhu Pandemic, which is another Lovecraft game. They're just everywhere. Not set in the same universe as Arkham Horror, apparently, because they're not the same, you know. Z-Man, Fantasy Flight, not the same makers. But it's really cool. Cthulhu Pandemic, you are spawning cultists and Shogas and, well, really just cultists and Shogas. As you progress, it's still cooperative. You progress, instead of an epidemic being just you spawn cubes and, you know, I can't remember what it's called, but it's an epidemic card essentially. And you flip over a new big bad for each one. And they have effects that, you know, affect your game. And you don't have different colored cultists. It's just whenever you spawn a cultist. And you also have gates that you have to close. So how you essentially cure the disease is you close a gate. So you have to go to that gate and have all the cards for it. So it was really fun. I liked it. I really like Pandemic, and it's a new way to play, like, similarly, but not the same. It's, you know, it's different, but it's similar enough that you can pick it up really easily. So I really liked that. I did get to demo it, but I never made it back to the booth to buy it. There was some debate about whether it was different enough. I feel like it's different enough, but because I was busy debating it with people, I ended up not making it back to the booth to buy it. I really wish I had. I really liked all the little pieces. So these are all the games that I bought, that my gaming group bought, or that I wish I'd bought or could have bought at Gen Con. I really enjoyed this year's offering. I felt like there were a lot of, you know, Cthulhu themed things, which I like creepy things. I enjoyed a lot of the art on games this year. Dreamwell has a particularly beautiful box, but they were not demoing it. I don't know if it's just because they were out by the time I got there or what, but I didn't get to see it. As usual, I super enjoyed it. I ate lots of food that was bad for me, and I had 2 gluten-free cupcakes. It was so nice. I never get cupcakes. In case you're curious what I bought that wasn't a game, I bought a Sleepy Pikachu and a Marimo Moss Ball. They were cute. They were both $10. I also on Saturday dressed up as a unicorn, which was super cool. I had a horn glued to my forehead, and several people told me I looked quite realistic. But if you've seen me wearing my unicorn horn right here, then hi, I guess. I had several people take pictures, but none of my friends took pictures, and I didn't take a picture, so I have no pictures of myself dressed as a unicorn. I have no pictures of myself the entire weekend. I did a bad job. If you like this video, please subscribe so we can be friends and you can see all my videos as soon as they come out. If you'd like to see more videos about Gen Con or conventions in general, then please hit that like button. And always remember, you're special and amazing, and thank you for being you. Bye!